Alright, alright, alright. Da 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 da. Okay. It is not Overwatch, no. If I can get the game to work, that'd be cool. Is it showing up? Why is it not capturing the game? There we go. Done a bit of a FF14 and then some Overwatch later on this evening, Simon. Okay. Let's dive right in. Argasetsu, fair journey to you, my friend. A bittersweet occasion, but there's yet ample cause to be grateful. Pray join us in the Hyankan. I would like to thank you properly. Lord Hien is expecting you. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Our brothers and sisters are returned to us, and the dream of Doma's restoration is that much closer to being realized. It is a day that will live long in memory, and one that would never have dawned without the courageous actions of the Scions. On behalf of Doma and her people, we give you our deepest thanks. You're welcome. Lest you think me complacent, I assure you I have not forgotten the dark cloud on the horizon. That Xenos lives is a source of grave concern. Mayhap the gravest. Yet there is little to be done but wait for Alphino to send word. Until then, I plan to devote myself to fulfilling the promise I made to Gazetsu by building a nation which none need live in fear. I confess, I miss him already, but the thought that he has at last found peace goes some way to softening the blow. I wonder, did you ever stop to ask yourself why he showed Yotsuyu such kindness? I believe the answer lies in past tragedy, specifically the death of his wife and daughter during the invasion. Though he hid it well, they were never far from his thoughts, and in Yotsuyu's childlike mien, I believe he saw not a fallen tyrant, but the little girl who was lost to him. Yeah, that's the vibe I was getting to. After the loss of his family, Gasetsu devoted himself wholly to the service of his country. He suffered any hardships, drove beyond the limits of endurance without hesitation or complaint. Though Tsuyu could never truly replace his daughter, I had hoped that with her at his side, he might live out the remainder of his days in relative contentment. Would that the kami had been so minded. Even now I labor to discern any meaning in Yotsuyu's fate. To deliver her from certain death, with no memory of her sins, only to leave her at the mercy of her stepbrother? Can that truly have been their will? That I cannot tell you. The will of the kami is not for us to know. But what I do know is that for a brief moment, a girl known as Tsuyu lived among us, and that she brought with her a whisper of respite for a grieving heart. Hope everybody had a nice Tuesday. Hope you're doing well today. Got 3,000 gil for completing that quest. Let's go. Under the moonlight. Oh, I see Lise there. I think it's time we were going, don't you? We've done all we can here, and we have a lot to report. But before we head back to the Rising Stones, let's call in at Rhalgr's Reach. We should be the one to tell Lise about Xenos. After everything we went through together, we owe her that. Oh yeah, she doesn't know about that. Yeah. We only sort of fakely killed him, it seems like. Bow, bow, bow. I have no idea what's going on. Welcome to my world. So basically in the story, at the moment, I'll try and just sum it up as best I can for you. Basically, there's like an evil empire, and we just took out... They had like one of their... I don't know what you'd even call them, kind of like one of their commanders or underlings that was like controlling like this specific area. Like we basically just like freed that area and took out that commander. I mean, but the large empire and bosses still exist for us to deal with. I don't think we'll be sorting that out anytime soon. But what they were just talking about there is that the commander lady that we ended up taking out, like there was a brief moment where she lost her memory. Like she was like totally evil, but she lost her memory and kind of went back into almost like a childlike state where she didn't remember anything that she'd done, all the evil acts, any of that stuff. And then eventually it all started coming back to her and she turned evil again. But now she's dead. So, but when she was good, there was one guy who kind of like took her under his wing and kind of treated her like a daughter. But now she's dead and he's gone off on his own quest. That's what it was all about. Hopefully that makes any sense. Solitary, Halsey, you're back. Thanks, I understand everything now. I'm sure you do. It's good to see you, Lise. As for my headstrong brother, he's off on what will almost certainly turn out to be a once-in-a-lifetime trip to Garlemald. It's a long story, but we have evidence that Xenos might still be alive. What? But that's... if this is a joke... God, this has better be a joke. Look, I know what I saw, right? We all saw it. And here you are saying he's alive and well and living the high life back in Garlemald? I know how ludicrous this sounds. I'm having difficulty with it, believing it myself. But while I might doubt the word of an Imperial envoy, I'm inclined to trust Solitary's. She saw the Crown Prince through the Echo, in a meeting that could only have taken place in the recent past. This is me. This is my character. I'm Fish Girl. It was him. It was Xenos. Or some form of Xenos. I don't know if it's actually him. Babe. No, it must have been. I don't know. Some kind of really convincing imposter? Xenos is dead. He had a great big hole in his neck. We buried him. What if the first one we killed was the imposter? Aye, and someone went to the trouble of desecrating the bastard's grave, remember? Is that Lise? Thal's gilded halls. Whatever are you all talking about? Hey, Thancred. Thancred, what brings you to the Reach? Alphino had me lending a hand at the Saltery, keeping an eye on the rebuilding work and so on, just until operations were up and running. And now that they are, I thought I might look in on you before, wending my weary way back to headquarters. Forgive me if I misheard, but is there some suggestion that the late Crown Prince could have gotten better? If so, might I suggest a quick look inside his coffin as our first order of business? That's logical. As much as I hated the man, it doesn't feel right defiling his grave. But if it will put this rumor to rest, I suppose we have to. And when there are no curious eyes about, if we can manage it. Doing some grave robbing, huh? Xenos is buried up at the Blood How in the Locks. His grave was set apart from the others and left unmarked, so as to not upset the locals. Then it shouldn't be too hard to find. I'm surprised we were the ones that buried him. I thought like somehow the Empire would have demanded his body back or something. Maybe they didn't want it back because they knew he was fake. I don't know. We'll see. You're in charge until I get back. I'm just thinking out loud right now, so don't confirm anything I'm saying. Okay. Alright. Blood How, where is that at? What's gonna be the fastest way to get there? Let's go here, I guess. Bow. Okay. Now, oops. I need to remember how to... Whee! One of these streams soon I need to just dedicate to find an ether current so I can actually fly. Don't even know if I'm actually going like the best way to get over here. Is it gonna be up? Seems like it. Ah, we've arrived. Okay. We gave him a pretty nice grave. Got a gravestone and everything? This is it. He better be in there. Someone scrawled all over the stone a while ago, but I had it scrubbed off and thought no more about it. So no one thought to check in if the coffin was still occupied. Well then, we are presented with but one course of action. And we had best be sure we are not observed in the doing of it. Shall we begin? Exhumation. Will he be there or not? I think he's going to be in there, or some resemblance of him.
Oh dear. We seem to be missing a corpse.
Ah, crap. He's not in there.
Well, it must be somewhere. I only hope it isn't walking around.
Is that him? Wait, who is that? Do I know that person? I don't know if I know them. There's no corpse, then are we to conclude the rumors are true? Not necessarily. We might still be dealing with the doppelganger of some kind. An agent could have been sent to dispose of the body in a bid to lend credence to the tale of Xenos' resurrection. More and more, however, I find myself siding with Alphino's theory of Ossian possession. Speaking from experience, I can tell you they have no qualms about taking a living host, let alone a dead one. You're saying an Ossian is walking around in a Xenos' body? Seems a distinct possibility. Once I have put this grave back the way we found it, I shall pay a visit to the people responsible for interring the Crown Prince. Before leaping to any conclusions, I want to know for sure if a body was ever buried here, and how certain we are that Xenos was properly dead. If he wasn't, that was some trick. He as good as cut his own head off. Anyway, Raubon needs to hear about this. If you find anything out, send word to me at Relgar's Reach. I don't know why I'm surprised. With matters settling down in Domo, we were due another crisis. Shall we make for the Rising Stones, then? It's past time we shared these developments with the others. Okay. Back to the Rising Stones. They're being far nicer in Stormblood, like by teleporting me to places automatically. I feel like in A Realm Reborn, like they definitely would have made me like manually go back here. While I was waiting for you to arrive, I spoke with Ryanji over Link Pearl and gave him a full report. Ishtola is on her way and should be here any... Ah. Alize, Solitary, 'tis good to see you safe and well. What news have you from the east? Disturbing developments indeed. Given all that we know, I too would conclude that an Ossian now inhabits Xenos' body. A doppelganger might fool the Crown Prince's subordinates, but Solitary? Nay. Alphino had the right of it. Would that his wisdom extended to the question of his own safety. Capable though he has become, he ventures alone into the enemy's stronghold, in the shadowy web of the Paragons, like as not. When it comes to making rash decisions, I'm hardly in a position to criticize, but I'm worried. I just wish there was something I could do for him besides pray. Under the moonlight. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. We cannot suffer icons to exist. Was I not clear on this point? Oh, I thought it was going to go automatic. More than clear. The icon in question was summarily dispatched by the Warrior of Light. The summoner is dead, and the rite beyond repeating. Everything proceeding according to plan. Every party behaving exactly as required. My methods may seem extreme, but there is no cause for concern. I work only to ensure the salvation of this star. Hey, Kiko. What are you doing fiddling with that thing? I asked you a question, soldier. Wait, is this, what's his name? My dragoon friend. Gosh, what's his name? What are you? Have you lost your mind? Ah! Katana-wielding soldier, I have lost many things, but my mind is yet my own. There, upon the stage, I stood prepared to take my final bow, only to find that the finale was but an intermission. Shall I use this chance to repent for my sins, embrace goodness and mediocrity? Nay, I think not. While the one I yearn to face yet lives, the hunt must go on. Hey, thanks. Helps me practice my reading skills. Gosh, what is his name? Is it who I think it is? I honestly don't know. And why can't I remember his name? Emissary of the Dawn. It's been an eventful few days, hasn't it? But I suppose all we can do now is wait for word from Alphino. I don't recall the last time I had nothing pressing to be getting on with. We should probably make the most of it. Shall I put on some tea? Tea would be lovely. You may regale me with the tale of your adventures in the Far East, and of your encounter with this new primal especially. I'll put the kettle on then. The table looks free if... That table looks free if you'd like to take a seat. Tea quest begins now. Okay. Alright. Tea party quest. Let's go. Upon sitting at the table, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. I think I've got sufficient time. Let's go. Interesting. So this Tsukiyomi was summoned in much the same manner as Susanoo, via the medium of a sacred relic. That's right. They believe their gods, or kami, reside in physical objects. Given the danger they represent, it may behoove us to begin a catalogue of such relics. But if we are to contain the threat, we will require a better understanding of the summoning method itself. I believe I shall pay a visit to Doma and learn what I can on the subject. A fine idea, and I know for a fact that our friends in Doma would be grateful for any information which could help to prevent further summoning in the region. I will pen you a letter of introduction. Lord Hien will wish to welcome our resident expert on etherology. Etherology. Greetings. Could it be that I am in time for tea? It certainly looks that way. Come on, sit down and tell us how your investigations went. Wonder what kind of tea we're having. What do y'all think? Hey, Blah. Maybe a nice herbal tea of some sort. Chamomile. Okay. After you left, I went about questioning Bloodhouse gravekeepers. They all told me the same story. Once Lise and her officers had confirmed Xenos dead, his corpse was interred under strict supervision. Gotta be the cheapest Lipton. There seems little reason to doubt their testimony on that point. But when I mentioned the defacement of Xenos' grave, accounts grew rather more vague. None reported having seen any suspicious persons in the vicinity, and all assumed the act to have been perpetrated by a vengeful Amigan. Crucially, however, I was able to confirm that when the offending scrawl was removed, as per Lisa's instruction, no one involved thought to check the contents of the coffin. By that stage, 'tis like that the corpse was already missing. Assuming Xenos has not, in fact, risen from the dead, we are left with two possibilities. Either the body was disposed of to lend credence to the claims of an extremely committed impostor, or an Ossian has taken up residence within it. If Asahi was as fervent a devotee as you believe, he would not have been fooled by an impersonation, however committed. We must assume that we are dealing with an Ossian and proceed accordingly. Agreed. The question is how many more such monsters are waiting for Alphino and Garlemald. Their presence was his chief reason for going. He understood the risks. I only hope he did not underestimate the extent of the infestation. Hey, Paige. Happy Tuesday. There's only one tea that I actually ever drink. It's called like throat coat. It's like good when you have like a sore throat or things like that. But that's like only when I'm sick do I ever drink that. Master Alphino, we are making good speed towards our destination. Is aught amiss? Nay, it is just... I can see naught from my cabin. I was curious to know the land over which we flew. I am afraid our military craft are built with little thought for such niceties. I am happy to indulge your curiosity, however. We are presently passing over the burn on the western edge of Othard. Even with the benefit of a porthole, your gaze would have been greeted with naught but malms upon malms of lifeless earth. I have read something of the burn. It was described as a desolate wasteland, bled dry of every last drop of ether. It is believed that a succession of icon summonings was responsible. Trying to adjust my lighting here a little bit. When Emperor Solus first came to Othard and beheld this blight, he is said to have reeled at the scale of the devastation. He declared icons a threat to our very star's existence, and issued an empire-wide decree ordering the eradication of all such entities. Oh! Report! We're under attack, sir. Magitech armor. No visible designation. Magitech? But who? Ah! That was my best alpha note. Ah! All cannons, return fire. Damage report. The main reactor's been hit. Helm unresponsive. We're going down, sir. Damn it. They knew exactly where to hit us. All hands, brace for impact. Dang. Oof. Glad to have you back, Master Alphino. We have landed in one piece, more or less. This guy looks like someone you know in real life. But the air filtration system is damaged and the ship is filling with smoke. We must gather the survivors and get out while we still can. Aye, aye. Estinian, that's the name of who I'm thinking of. Estinian. Duty calls, commence battle of Emissary of the Dawn. Let's go. Is this a solo? Oh, I'm Alphino? Okay. Master Alphino, might I ask you to search for survivors? I will see to our injured helmsman. Look at me, I'm Alphino. Sort pet hotbar? Tri-shackle, physic, ruin? Okay, I don't know what any of these things do, but let's search. Okay. So far I see nothing. Search for survivors. I don't see anybody. I see nobody. Am I crazy? Am I supposed to be seeing? Oh, maybe this is somebody. Airship wreckage. Oh, I'm supposed to attack it? What do these things do? Tri-shackle. I bound it. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do, I don't think. Alright, just hit that thing. Hit it. Okay. Well, it exploded on top of the guy, so he might not be a survivor anymore. He might be dead now. Okay. Oh, I'm supposed to heal him. Okay. Sorry. I don't think I would have made it. Yes, you very likely saved his life. The question of... Prince wishes none left alive! Oh. The prince? They've not come to parley, I fear. Ready your weapons. Okay. I don't know how to fight with Alpino. Try Shackle. I'm just gonna keep casting Ruin, I guess. I don't know what any of his abilities are supposed to do. Cast it. Okay. Oh, I forgot you can't move while casting spells. Sort pet hotbar? What? Oh, so it's actually the Carbuncle that's casting the spells? Is that how this is working? Yeah, I think so. But I think I only have the one at my disposal for this fight. I don't know, I've literally never touched that job class before. I have no clue how it works. I just play monk. I just go punch, punch, kick, kick. It's very straightforward. Yeah, there is positional stuff, but I don't think I do it right 98% of the time. Like, you get more damage, like, from some attacks if you're on the side or behind them and stuff like that. Not here, not like this. Oh? Hello? Who are you? What? Who in the Emperor's name? Enemies of our enemies? Introductions can wait. You are calm in a crisis, Master Alphino. Let us finish this then. Bam, bam, bam. So, I guess I just keep casting Ruin. I don't know what else I really can do here. I guess I could do Tri-Shackle? I did it. Wait, I got Limit Break available. What is this? Why is there like a book floating here? Is that my book? I can't even tell what I'm locked onto at the moment. There we go. Ba, ba, ba. How's my health, by the way? I'm fine. Limit break! Why can't I do the limit break? It won't let me limit break. I just wasn't locked onto anything? My thanks. Your intervention would proved most timely. Well, well. I did not think to meet an Eorzean in this place, let alone a scion. Menacing mercenary. You know of me, sir? I have some small history with your order. But I would speak of the present. Know you your assailants, and the severity of your predicament? The soldiers bore the insignia of the Emperor's personal guard, and I could venture a guess as to their motive. But you yet have us at a disadvantage, sir. Will you not tell us who you are? Our names are not yours for the asking, and as for our purpose, let this be your answer. An Ossian mask. The face of our prey. My name's Todd. Todd. Okay. It's probably not Todd. Okay. We must away before more arrive. Come with us or stay, but make your choice now. Even should we manage the long trek out of the burn and secure passage to the capital, we would no doubt be greeted by the Emperor's guard. Indeed, we accept your gracious offer. Todd? Shadow Hunter will suffice for the present. Shadow Hunter, huh? Do you possibly bring shadows at some point? Come. Oh, He's got a lot of masks. Oh. Interesting. Oh, this is intolerable. But as much as I wish it were otherwise, there's nothing we can do, for Alphino now but pray for his success. Well, that is not entirely true. While your brother journeys to Garlemald from the east, I could make my way there from Alamigo and find out what there is to be learned in the Empire's western provinces. Then I'm coming with you. I can't very well sit here sipping tea if there's action to be taken. Forgive me, Alisaie, but the provinces are hostile territory and stealth is all important. It's safer that I go alone. I can sneak well enough when the situation demands it. Don't patronize me. We should leave this to Thancred. I'll go with him. I'm gonna leave it to Thancred. Not you, too. I understand your frustration, Alisaie, but Solitary has the right of it. We must defer to Thancred's expertise in this matter. Fine. Just promise you'll be careful. It's not very warrior-like. Hey, I end up having to do everything. I feel like Thancred can carry some of the load. You know? I have a feeling they would have said, no, I'll go alone anyways, so... Seems that praying is to be the extent of my contribution after all, but I will stay behind as I have been bid. We all have our talents, mine just happened to involve a silver tongue and soft souls. I promise to send word the moment I learn aught of consequence. See that you notify me too. I mean to depart for Doma as soon as I find a suitable East Aldenard vessel to bear me thither. But I shall return if I am needed. Be sure to drop in whenever you're next in the area, Solitary. With any luck, I'll have a painfully detailed report from Alphino to share. Ponder? Is this an emote? Why does it look like this? You've learned the emote Ponder. Let's ponder for a second. Ponder. Wait, where is it? Is it special? Expression. Oh. Ponder. Ponder. Why am I not doing it? Ponder? It's not doing anything. Ponder. Not the word? Just ponder? When I hit P, all sorts of stuff comes up, though. That's not what I want. What? No. Click the button. Special recipes. I'm getting tutorials. Get this off my screen. Okay. Ponder. Not the text next to the icon. I'm clicking on the icon. Grin worked. I guess ponder, maybe it's just like very... Okay, that's very subtle. Okay, the eyes shift. I see it now. Wink. annoyed. Ouch! Ah. Ponder. I love that you can type in make you go as the command. So are they gonna send me to now? Sisterly Act. Let's see, do I have time to start this one? Probably not. Let's do something else. Yeah, we'll save the dungeon for the next stream. Is there a... what's it called? I know there's one here, so I'm just gonna go here. Will you do all of patch 4.4 next stream? Probably not. I'm probably just gonna go... So my plan is about an hour a day. So basically Monday through Thursday, my game plan right now is going to be around this time doing about an hour of FF14, then taking about an hour to do some recording for my Dark Souls playthrough, and then about an hour and a half of Overwatch stream daily is kind of my current plan. And then on weekends, I don't know what I'm doing yet. But I figure that's the way I can be more consistent with all the games I'm trying to do at the same time here. Plus, it's easier for me too to kind of be in the zone and focused for shorter bursts of FF14. Plus, I tend to play better with Overwatch when I'm doing shorter streams there too. When I go for a long time, I start playing terribly anyways. So that's my current plan. We'll see how it goes. But what I wanted to do... Oh hey, it's someone I'm a friend with in game. They're having a very intimate party here, though, it looks like. A lot of Lalafels very close together here. Not sure what's going on there. Yeah. Yeah. Let me unfriend this person real quick. No, just kidding. Okay. Where's this thing? So, my retainer, all the slots are filled on my retainer. How do I get them to, like, sell stuff off? So I don't want to create a whole new retainer. You have to list it on the market board. Have retainers sell items. A lot of this stuff probably is sellable that I could just sell at shops. I don't know if it makes more sense to sell at shops or just have the retainers sell it. Does it matter? These fangs? Which one are you talking about? Do you need gil? No, not really. I have 4 million gil currently. I need inventory spots more than anything. Like, all this materia I feel like I could just sell or get rid of. Should I sell it on the board, or... Okay. Have retainers sell items. It just sold automatically. Is that not what I wanted to do? You have to set the sell price. It doesn't give me an option. Or do I have to, like, close out of your retainer's inventory? Sell items in your inventory, retainer's inventory on the market. We'd like to sell these 21 quick arm materia. Put up for sale. Asking price? How do I know what's a good price to charge? Compare prices? This person's selling theirs for 83 million gil. Should I charge the same? The lowest is 115. I'm going 113. Alright. $114. Special deal on this one. 110. Okay, and then I just close it out. View sale history. How do I know when something's been sold? Did I get a notification, or do I just automatically get money? You have guild to get on your retainer? Oh, the entrust or withdraw guild. Give me all this. Withdraw. $1,621. All right. Okay. We're making progress. Okay. We're making progress. I've sold stuff, or I put stuff on the market board. Now we just wait to become rich. Okay. Alright. Cool. So I think this is a good place to wrap up for today. Very interesting events. We found the Shadow Hunter today. Which, that makes me think that's gotta be some sort of tie-in to the next expansion. Maybe we'll learn who that is once we get there. Possibly before. We shall see. But yeah, thank you for stopping by for some more FF14 today, everybody. If you want to, I'll be probably streaming FF14 typically around this time of day moving forward for usually about an hour, hour and a half each time. So if you want to be notified when those streams go live, make sure that you are following on Twitch or that you are subscribed on the YouTube. That way you can get notified when I go live. And yeah. And we'll be back a little bit later on this evening playing a little bit of Overwatch. So if you're interested in that, feel free to swing by for that stream. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Bye-bye.